Welcome, Colorado State.
Hey there, CSU.
Good evening, Fort Collins.
Hey guys,
I'm your host, Jackie Wilson.
I'm Jackie Wilson.
Still Jackie Wilson, and this is Ram Rants. Ram Rants.
Ram Rants.
Ram Rants. And possibly the heart and soul of CTV. Hopefully there's some good news that comes out of this that are a little poetic and a little outlandish. Oh, there it is. There we go. We're going to try something totally new. All right, cheers.
Cheers.
Check it out.
Hello, hello, and welcome to another episode of Ram Rants. Filling in for Jackie Wilson, I'm Karsen Buschjost. Tonight we have a special themed episode, Wine and Art. Tonight we have Jeffrey Miller to talk about the Spring Winemaster Dinner happening on Tuesday, May 5th. Then later we'll sit down with Laura Pibel to chat about the chalk art exhibition happening right now here at the Lory Student Center. Let's go ahead and get started. Thank you for being here, Jeff. Tell me a little about yourself.
Thanks for having me, Karsen. I'm the program coordinator for the Hospitality Management program here at CSU. And I was a chef for 20 years before I came over to be an educator. And so now we're here, and part of our program, we run the Aspen Grill restaurant in the Lory Student Center. And the wine dinner that's coming up is run by the students in the program.
That's awesome. Well, you definitely know a lot about food and drink then. Where and when is the event happening?
The event is happening on Tuesday, May the 5th at 7 o'clock in the Lory Student Center at the Aspen Grill, which is up on the top floor of the Lory Student Center.
Okay. And I know you've probably been asked this a lot, but can students under 21 go to enjoy cuisine or food?
Yes, students under 21 can come and enjoy the cuisine and the food, and they can taste the wine as long as they promise to spit it instead of swallow it.
So even kids over 21?
Right.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. All right, well, at least a little sip. That's better than nothing, right?
That's right.
All right, and who is preparing the food for this event?
The food's being prepared by the students of the RM 415 class.
Okay.
And that's our catering and culinary arts class, and that's taught by Garrett Overly, who's the chef at the Aspen Grill. And Garrett is a graduate of the Johnson and Wales University of Johnson Wales down in Denver, and has been a chef at the grill for 3 or 4 years now. It's putting together this fabulous meal for this event.
Can we get a sneak peek of what's being served by chance?
Yeah, we're all over the world in terms of what kind of products we have. We're going to have beef. We're going to have crab. It's mostly French-themed food, because most of the wine that we're going to serve is coming from France.
Mm-hmm. That's awesome.
So the dishes will be French.
That sounds delicious to me.
It'll be great.
All right. Well, how much does the event cost then?
The event costs $60,
okay.
And part of that comes back to the Hospitality Management program as a way to earn some money to send students to events and supplement things that go on in our classrooms.
Supporting a good cause then.
It is, absolutely.
That's awesome. All right, well, how does one match wine with food? It's an interesting question. I know you probably have a lot of knowledge on it, so shed your light.
Well, when we try and match wine and food, we try and look for either things that match up really closely together or surprises sometimes that are opposites. But if we had say we had a fish dish that had lemon or herbaceous flavors in it, we would try and find a white wine that also had some lemon or herb flavors in it. Sometimes we get notes from the nose of wine. So if we had a chicken with an apricot sauce, we'd try and have a dish we'd use a white wine that had a little bit of apricot. The other side of that coin is sometimes opposites don't clash but actually attract really well. So sometimes we'll have something very pungent and rich like a blue cheese, and we'll match that with a port wine which is very sweet. So we have these coming together, these very opposite things that make a pleasing match as well.
So they're kind of clashing but complementing off each other.
Exactly, exactly.
Okay. A lot of people wouldn't figure that, I feel like, in the wine to food matching.
Right, yeah, sometimes the things that are opposites are kind of a surprising thing. Sauterne, which is a very sweet French wine, lots of sugar, very sweet. We pair that sometimes with oysters, which are very briny and very rich. And those kind of things make real interesting combinations in your mouth.
Wow, that's amazing. Are you having any events like this in the future?
Well, this is an annual event, so we'll be having this again in the fall. But our students put on various events throughout the year. In fact, we're doing an employer appreciation event tonight. And then the students who run the Aspen Grill have various special theme days through the year, so students can come up to the Aspen Grill and enjoy some of these as well. I want to put in a plug for the grill. All students are welcome to come to the grill. Sometimes people see it, oh, it looks a little fancy, maybe it's just for teachers or just for administrators, but we welcome students to come up. We have special bar menu. If you're over 21, you can come and get a micro and a bar item for a special price, but we have a lot of students who come in and eat, and we really think it's a good deal. We can send you out of the Aspen Grill with a great big lunch and something to drink for maybe $1 more than you'd spend in the food court. So come on up and try it sometime.
You can get it fast too then.
And you can get
speedy.
it pretty quickly, yeah.
Okay.
Yep, the bar menu is set up to be fast and efficient, so come in, grab a stool, have some one of our special dishes, and get back to class in plenty of time.
That sounds like a good deal. Well, so you said the Winemaster dinner, it's annually, right?
It's an annual
how many
event.
years has this been going on then?
This is the 5th one, and we've kind of gone all over the place. Last year we featured Colorado's Verizon Winery, and so we tried to do Colorado-themed foods. Lamb is popular in Colorado, so we did some lamb. But we've also done Italy. We've done Italy twice. Italy's always popular with our guests. We've done Italian food a couple of times, and so we try and keep it fresh every year. A little surprise, a little fun. This year we had the opportunity to bring in the actual winemaker from France who is visiting Colorado. So the winemaker from France will actually be at the event and guiding us through the wines and why they make such a good match with the foods and stuff. So it's an extra exciting event this year.
Well, and so it sounds like annually the event just keeps growing and growing, right?
It does.
Just exponentially.
Right. The Aspen Grill's small, 60 seats. Who knows? We might have to move it into the North Ballroom or someplace bigger in the future if it keeps gaining steam.
Wow, that is awesome.
Yeah, exciting.
Well, thank you, Jeff. Is there anything else you want us to know about the program, the dinner, any of the events like that?
Keep your eye on the source or any kind of emails or events that come out through the internet to see if you want to come up and join us. I do want to reiterate the idea that any student can come up to the Aspen Grill anytime. We're open Tuesday through Friday for lunch. Come up anytime.
And what are those hours?
And it's open from 11 to 1:30. So come up anytime. And also, if you're interested in exploring the restaurant business or just want to get a little more experience, that class is open to students from any major if they'd like to come and get some experience working in the front of the house or the back of the house. You'd like to learn a little more about cooking. You could work with our chef, Garrett, in the back of the house. You want to learn about serving or bartending. We teach all those skills in the class as well, and we welcome students from any major to come and join us. We think it's a great, exciting thing.
Yeah, it sounds like great experiences, especially if you're interested in that industry. I had a buddy who was a waiter there a few years ago, and he said it's a great experience, great for students to do.
Yeah, and a lot of students, work their way through college at the local, restaurants and
Why
bistros.
not do it on campus?
Why not do it on campus? We'll give you the best skills. When employers see that you have the Aspen Grill on your resume, they're very eager to hire you. So could work out for any student.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Well, thank you again, Jeffrey, for coming in this evening. We're looking forward to the Winemaster dinner. We'll be back and sit down with Laura Pibel and talk chalk art. Stay tuned.
Hello, Rams. My name is Sydney Shawls, and I'll be your official Lory Student Center tour guide. For our first stop, we arrive at the campus information desk in the land grant wall. As we move through the building, we enter the east to west corridor, featuring beautiful natural lighting and open architectural design. This is Sydney signing out from your home away from home and Lory Student Center. Oh, hey there, Rams. Today is a great day to play in the LSC. So let's take a look at our ballrooms, theater, and art galleries. The LSC ballrooms, which are the busiest venue in northern Colorado, have been recently renovated. The Lory Student Center Theater can be transformed to feature films, concerts, lectures, entertainment, and banquets. And last but not least, the Kerfman Gallery provides a showcase for the creations of local and student artists.
Welcome back to Ram Rants. Now we have Laura Pibel to discuss a cool event happening at the Lory Student Center Plaza, chalk art. How exciting, right? Tell us a little about yourself, Laura.
Well, I am an event programmer and the market research coordinator for RAM Events. This is my first year here, so this is just one of the events to get me into the program and into RAM Events. I'm also an art major, so that's kind of why I was interested in this, and that's why I wanted to get the art students involved in this program.
And that's really cool. First off, how about talk about RAM events a little more and some of the events you guys put on throughout the school year?
Yeah, so RAM events, we put on concerts, we do lectures. Some notable people that we've brought have been Macklemore, the Nico and Vince concert. We brought Laverne Cox. We brought the former president of Ireland, Mary Robinson. So we try to bring a lot of events that are social justice related, but also entertaining and fun and educational. And we also try to cater to as much of the student population as possible.
That's awesome. And I was talking to you earlier. You know who's performing at the concert coming up for next fall. You can't release that. I've been trying to pry the results from her, but she can't tell us quite yet. The results are coming soon, though.
Yeah, there's definitely going to be an announcement soon, so make sure you look out for that.
That's awesome. Let's get into the event we're talking about here. It's chalk art. Can you tell me a little bit about that?
So the chalk art event, we are bringing a chalk artist, a professional chalk artist from Denver, and so he's going to be making his own drawing. And then we have about 12 art students participating in this, and they're all going to be doing their own little drawings as well, and then I'm also going to be drawing something.
And now, is this a competition then, or how is this working as far as the students and the artist?
So we wanted to make it a competition, but so far we don't have as many people to make it a really fun competition. So right now it's just going to be more of a passive event where people can watch, and then maybe next year or in the future we can make it a competition for like the whole student body.
Mm-hmm. And so you said just art students are signed up for this event, is that correct?
Mm-hmm.
Or can anyone sign up if they would like?
Currently just art students are signed up because they had to sign up about a month ahead. But yeah, definitely next year if we're going to do this again, we would make it open to the all public.
Well, that's awesome. We'll see some great art, I'm sure. Tell me, what can we expect as far as art-wise? You know, what do these artists put out there?
So we had a professional artist. He came earlier this semester and he tried to do a 3D art one. It was an alligator, so you might have seen it on the plaza. We have an art student group is going to be doing a dragon kind of image, so that'll be very cool. And then, so yeah, it's kind of going to be very imaginative, very creative.
And what is your presentation going to look like?
I cannot announce that,
no?
but you'll
It's gonna be a
definitely see.
surprise.
You'll definitely see. I'll be out there on the plaza all day. So.
Well, we all got to stop by then, and tell me when the event is.
So the event is Wednesday, April 29th, and it's from 8 a.m. till the rest of the day, whenever anyone finishes. So.
Okay. And those just stay on there then until they're washed away?
Yep, they stay on there. Yep. And then, so they'll be on there for probably a long time. I know the Nico and Vince one is just barely washed away. So.
I remember that one.
Yeah.
That was awesome. Well, if you didn't know, this event is on the 70 Things to Do Before You Graduate list. Tell me, why do you think that event's on there? It sounds like a really special thing that's going on.
I think it's on there because it's a great way to be creative, and anyone can chalk the plaza. You just need chalk and just need to walk around and find a good day to do it. And it's a great way to relax during classes, and it's also a great way to advertise your events or just put whatever artwork you have for the whole student body to see.
Yeah, and there's so many thousands of kids that pass through that plaza every day, so it's a great way to do some advertising as well. And what other events are you guys having in the future as far as if it's chalk art, if it's RAM events? Can you just tell me some events that you guys have planned?
Sure. So this Friday we have a Rockies game. So we're going to be taking 50 students up to college night for the Rockies. They get a food voucher, they get free transportation, and free Rockies sunglasses.
Really?
So that's this Friday, and they can get their tickets at the box office.
And how much is that?
That is, it is $8.
Oh,
Yep,
that's
and
a
it includes
steal
all
then,
of that,
huh?
exactly.
Wow.
Yeah, definitely a
I
steal.
should be signing up for that.
And we have events like those all the time for big games. We've done, I think we've done avalanche games. That was one of the ones we did earlier this year. So
really getting the students involved then.
exactly.
That's
Yeah.
what it's about, right? Well, are there any ideas that you want to create or partake in, maybe create for students a RAM event that you would like to see happen in the near future, maybe?
Oh, that's a hard question. Should know this
Ask
kind
the
of
tough
event programmer. Yeah. I definitely think I'd like to see some kind of event that the whole student body can join in. I know there's been like those flag football games in the IM fields. I think a big kind of sports game that everyone can participate in would be a really fun event, and it can be on the IM fields, open for everyone. I think those kind of events go really well.
And now you said you're just a freshman, so do you plan on partaking in this organization throughout your whole career here?
Yeah, I definitely hope to be with the organization. I love it, so.
Well, that's awesome. Is there anything else you want us to know about RAM events, about anything coming up, anything that you need to share with us?
Well, we do have some more events coming up. Wednesday is definitely a busy day for us. We have the chalk art exhibition, then we also have a bingo night in the Skeller. And that's
tell me a little bit more about that.
Yeah,
then.
so that's from 3 to 5 o'clock, and it's just going to be in the Ram Skeller. It's going to be free for everyone, and you can win prizes. And there's some pretty cool prizes you can win.
Wow.
Yeah.
Sounds like a lot of organizing, a lot of people you have to contact for those, but that's really
exactly.
awesome what you guys do. You guys find ways to involve students in various different fun activities. That's really cool of you guys. Appreciate that. Well, thanks again, Laura, for coming on. We appreciate it. That does it for this episode. Stay tuned next week when Jackie Wilson returns for the very last episode of Ram Rants ever. You won't want to miss. I'm Karsen Buschjost. Have a good night, CSU. See ya.
Hello, Rams. My name is Sydney Schulz, and I'll be your official Lory Student Center tour guide. For our first stop, we arrive at the campus information desk in the land grant wall. As we move through the building, we enter the east to west corridor, featuring beautiful natural lighting and open architectural design. This is Sydney signing out from your home away from home and Lory Student Center. Oh, hey there, Rams. Today is a great day to play in the LSC. So let's take a look at our ballrooms, theater, and art galleries. The LSC ballrooms, which are the busiest venue in northern Colorado, have been recently renovated. The Lory Student Center Theater can be transformed to feature films, concerts, lectures, entertainment, and banquets. And last but not least, the Kerfman Gallery provides a showcase for the creations of local and student artists. Hello, Rams. My name is Sydney Schulz, and I'll be your official Lory Student Center tour guide. For our first stop, we arrive at the campus information desk in the land grant wall. As we move through the building, we enter the east to west corridor, featuring beautiful natural lighting and open architectural design. This is Sydney signing out from your home away from home and Lory Student